What's up guys, Daniel Ndukwu here once again. I took a little break because I was knee deep in the things that actually pay the bills. But in this video, I'm going to talk about how you can find amazing guest post opportunities to boost your SEO, to build your personal brand, and to generate a little bit of traffic back to your site. Now, if you're guest posting strictly for traffic, then I have to break it to you. It's not a really good strategy. Guest posts don't really deliver that much traffic directly, but they do deliver traffic indirectly based on SEO. So it's a great way to build high quality links and relationships, as well as, get into those industry specific websites or niche specific websites that'll bolster your profile and help you establish yourself as an authority if that's what you want. So anyways, you know how we do it. If you're interested in this kind of thing, if you're interested in digital marketing, building your brand online, consider subscribing to the channel, like this video, and let's get to the crux of the matter. So the first strategy we're going to be using involves what's known as Google search operators. Now, these are simply ways in which you type in your search query into Google to narrow your results or exclude some certain things or include certain things. And most people don't use Google in this way. Now, when the average person uses Google, they're typing something like Beyonce's kids. But when you're using search operators, instead of just putting Beyonce's kids, you're going to put Beyonce's kids in quotation marks, and you're going to put a plus age. That's going to give you a different set of results. See what I mean? It kind of narrowed it down for me. So it's showing them right here within Google. So that's the same thing that you want to do when you're looking for guest posts within Google using search operators. But there are so many search operators that it'll take me all day to name them. So I'm just going to give you a few examples. Let's go with fitness plus guest post. So what I did here is that I just inserted the keyword at the front and then what I'm looking for, which is a guest post at the back. And so here, 392 fitness guest post list, right? Just like that, I found almost 400 opportunities. Fitness guest posts, guest posting 7 steps to get written on the top fitness blog. So here's the first official fitness website that accepts guest posts. So right for us, health and fitness guest blog. I don't know, it seems like they're charging, and I always avoid, as a rule of thumb for myself, I avoid going to websites that blatantly sell guest posts because one, it's against Google's terms of service, and we're doing this for SEO purposes. So Google might slap this website eventually in all the websites that they've linked to in the past, which will adversely affect you if you decide to guest post with them. So let's just look a little bit more. All right, submit your health and fitness guest post. So like this, you'll be able to find dozens, if not hundreds of opportunities to guest post on fitness websites just from using one keyword variation. Now, if you're in the fitness niche, you'll probably use workout guest post, exercise guest post, fitness guest post, healthy living guest post, etc. Different variations of topics that are related to your brand. And then you can also keep one keyword consistent and then change the modifier. So instead of guest post, submitted post, or looking for guest authors, etc. So down below in the description, I provided a spreadsheet, a Google spreadsheet that contains a bunch of different search operators that you can use to find these guest post opportunities. Don't worry, there's no email subscription there. Just click it, make a copy for yourself, and you're good to go. Now, the next strategy involves following in the footsteps of people who have gone before you, or leveraging popular people in your niche who you know guest post pretty often, and then going to those same websites and pitching them on a guest post opportunity. The reason why this is great is that they've done most of the work for you. It's relatively easy to find them online, and even places that don't obviously advertise guest posting, you know that they will accept guest posts if you give them the right pitch or if you're the right person. Now, most people just go into Google and type in someone's name. So let me just use myself as an example. So here, the first result is Daniel Ndukwu, founder of Kyleads. That's me. And then I have a little knowledge graph here. I'm a business person. Some of the books I've written. And then all of these results going down are me. Either not many people online are named Daniel Ndukwu, or I've got some solid SEO, or I'm a popular person. Who knows? Whatever the case may be. So all the results happen to be me, like my social profiles, websites that I've contributed to, etc. So once you go down a bit further from number 5, you can see somewhere that I've contributed to. That's business2community.com. And then of course I'm on Crunchbase, and then do.com. I've actually contributed content there. Be Yourself, I've contributed content, a couple images of me, a couple of my books, and then more guest post opportunities that I've gotten and that I've written and that have been indexed by Google. But although this works, it's not the most efficient way to do it, especially if the person that you're trailing gets mentioned a lot by other websites. That can be a problem. Either they get mentioned a lot by other websites or they have a common name, right? So maybe if it's like Sam Smith, that's a really common name. So it'll be kind of difficult to filter out the results unless you are doing it deliberately. So again, we're going to use Google search operators for this, but they're a little different. Instead of write for us or whatever, you're going to write the person's name plus contributor. So the person's name plus contributor, or the person's name plus guest author, or the person's name plus guest post, right? So as you can see, I'm a contributor to Business Community, founder, Pay Kickstart, Medium, MailUp, SlideShare. I mean, I've contributed in so many places that some of the things come up in the results are actually surprising to me. And this will bring out more specific results related to the person that you're following in their footsteps, right? So again, in that spreadsheet, you'll also see the different search operators you can use to find where popular people in your niche have guest posted before. Now, the next strategy, I don't know, some people find it unethical, some people don't really care. I personally, I haven't used it too much, but I've used it in the past once or twice and I've had good results. But the reason why I don't use it so much these days is because there's a lot of filtering that needs to be done. And this entails creating a page on your website, a guest posting page on your website, and soliciting guest posts from people, making sure that page is indexed, and then asking them for a link in exchange or a guest post in exchange. Now, in order to do this, you need 2 websites to prevent what we call reciprocal link building, which is frowned upon by Google. And we're doing this as an SEO play, so it needs to be in the good graces of Google. So you need 2 domains that have similar metrics. They don't need to be the same. And that's why this is kind of an advanced strategy, because I know a lot of people are just getting started with their first website, and the thought of growing 2 websites at once can be daunting. So this strategy, though effective, if you don't have the resources to do it right now, don't worry, just skip over it, skip to the next one, right? So anyways, you create a guest posting page on both websites, and you make sure those pages are indexed in Google. You don't really have to worry about ranking them because other people are using these strategies that I'm explaining here, and they will find you. Or you can put it in a prominent place on your website if you're already getting traffic, like the footer, and that'll help index it and push up the search results, as well as people just visiting your website will be able to find it. So once you have that page, you need to add the details about the kind of topics you cover, what you expect from a guest post, etc., etc. Just make sure that the page is a legitimate page and that you're legitimately going to accept guest posts from the right people, right? So you want to filter out people who are blatantly just kind of doing 100,000 cold emails, right? You want to focus on the people who have actually pitched you something, who have followed your guidelines. And then you want to say, hey, we're prioritizing guest post opportunities from people who we can do collaborations or co-promotions with. Would you be open to exchanging links or exchanging guest posts? Now these will, and then you let them know that this is non-reciprocal. You have a sister site or brother site, however you like to refer to it, that you will be linking to in a link exchange or within a guest post. So anyone that comes to site A will be and agrees, you'll link to site B. Anyone that comes to site B and agrees, they'll link to site A. So you basically grow both sites simultaneously, right? And then you get all the benefits that comes with that. So this is a more advanced strategy. It takes more resources to pull off effectively, but it's like inbound link building. People are coming to you for those guest post opportunities. All you have to do is tell them yay or nay. And if you have a decent website, you'll be astounded at how many of these emails you get every single day. I don't even have one of these pages on Kylie's, and I get at least a dozen of these pitches every single day for guest posting opportunities. Even though most of them are spam, a lot of them are good, and many people have guest posted on Kylie's, and we don't even actually accept guest posts officially. So when you accept guest posts officially, instead of a dozen, you probably get like 100 a day. If you weed through the chaff, you might get like 5 good ones, and that's 5 possible links every single day. The next strategy is a bit more involved. It requires a paid tool. What I'm going to be using here is Ahrefs. It's competitor backlink analysis. Now, competitor backlink analysis seems like a really complicated tool, but it's not. All you have to do is basically find your competitors that have a lot of referring domains or a lot of links, type that competitor into the tool you choose to use. I'm using Ahrefs, but you can use like Ubersuggest or SEMrush or Moz. I'm not really 100% sure that Ubersuggest can do this, but Moz and SEMrush, they can do it. So type in your information there, the competitor's URL there, and then analyze the backlinks. Now, this is an example from the health niche. This is health.com/fitness. And I'm actually only looking at the fitness portion of the website. If I were to look at the entire domain, I'm sure they would have much more referring domains than this. So the fitness portion had 8,020 or something like that, and 155,000 organic visitors, whereas the main portion of the website has 71,200 referring domains and 2.9 million visitors. That's a little bit much to sort through, so I'm going to go back to just the fitness section of the website because that's much more manageable, and I'm going to click on referring domains. And within Ahrefs, once you click on that, it brings out all of the referring domains that are linking to that particular page, and it sorts it by a number of criteria. So I want to go for the best sites and the ones that are giving do follow links. So I'm just going to change it from no follow to do follow. And then I'm going to sort it based on the domain rating. This is a metric from Ahrefs that tells you how powerful or how good a website is. So right off the bat, I'm going to kind of exclude certain domains like Medium, because I know that Medium doesn't really give do follow links. And this is just me using my own understanding of how link building works. So I don't know what this is. I'm going to check it out. So this is a Japanese site, not interested. CNN.com, not interested. I don't know what SEO is. So I'm going to check out SEO. It says my page is outdated. So with large sites like this, you'll have to use your discretion to kind of filter through the chaff. But if you stick with it, then you will be able to find some pretty decent domains. I'm seeing a lot of news domains, and those ones are like basically hard to get a backlink on unless you're ready to start pitching journalists. So I'm going to go to like the 7th page. All right. So on the 4th page, or the 7th page rather, there seem to be some that have hope, like Straight Dope. I don't know what that is. Okay. The page is outdated for some reason. Let me reload. So Straight Dope, I don't know what that website is, but so I'm just going to open this up and kind of see what they're linking to from what kind of pages they're linking to. Okay, so this seems to be a discussion forum, a discussion board, a forum, and they're basically adding do follow links. So you can get a do follow link from them. And that's one of the good things about competitor backlink analysis. You get to see some of the ways that competitors are building links in your quest for a guest post, and you can basically imitate those particular links. So jefffoundation.org, timeinc.net. Let's see what that one is about. Foxflow.com. Let's see what that one is about. Littlethings.com. Multibriefs.com. I mean, there's so many opportunities when you settle down and go through this process. Of course, I'm not going to go through this entire process looking for guest post opportunities, but like this website here, you could have an opportunity to guest post on it. Just reach out to them and see what they have to say. So this is a news site. Foxflow.com seems to be a news site, so it wouldn't be a good option. Let me check Little Things. Yeah, Little Things looks like it'll be a great place to guest post. So as you can see, it has multiple authors here. I'm not sure if they actively solicit guest posts, but since they have multiple authors, like at least 3, at least 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm looking at least 4 separate authors, whether those are staff authors or what. It seems like it might be a good opportunity to guest post. So anyways, that's that. And the last strategy is really dead simple. All you have to do is type in your keyword guest post list. Fitness guest post list, or your keyword guest post sites into Google. See, like the first result, 400 plus health guest post sites that accept right for us. 392. The ultimate list. Health and fitness blogs that accept guest posts. All right, so it's very simple to find those opportunities when you do that. Now, this last strategy, I don't use it too much because all these websites that are on these compilation lists, a lot of them tend to ask for money in order to do a guest post. I rather find quality websites off the beaten path that actually accept guest posts but are not actively soliciting them. Of course, if the website has some really good metrics or it's a popular website in my niche, I'll still go after it. I'll still submit a guest post inquiry. But for the most part, I do avoid websites that end up on these kind of lists because they're spammed to death by people looking for guest post opportunities, and they tend to either ignore those emails or have a really strict filtering criteria that even the good ones tend to get filtered out. So anyways, those are 5 super effective ways to find high quality, high authority guest posts for your SEO, whether it's for your business, whether it's for your affiliate marketing site, whether it's for your personal brand, whatever the case may be. Those are some really great ways to do it. So if you've enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like and consider subscribing to the channel for more affiliate marketing, online business, make money, and all that good stuff. I will see you in the next video.